What's going on? What's going on? People's Choice Mobile LLC. Today is what, May 28th, I believe. Wednesday. I'm sorry, May 29th. I got my days. Boy, I'm bad with that. May 29th, Wednesday, 2019. And I wanted to touch bases with you guys. Let you know, you often see me do videos of people's cars and trucks and RVs and different little projects that I might have. But I wanted to touch bases with you guys and let you know, hey, listen, I have not advertised since I've been in business, and my business is still growing. It's not growing by, like overnight success, which I wouldn't want it to grow with an overnight success, but the pace is steady. My business growth is steady. I get new clients, and they tend to turn, I get new customers, and then they tend to turn into clients that I have. And how I got there is by doing quality work on that customer's vehicle, so then that way they can turn into a client. Yes, it's appreciated by the client. I would think that if you can get their car done quickly, that's a good thing. But I think the customers look at the overall quality of their vehicle. And that's with any detailer or car wash service or anything that you may provide, period. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with car washing. It could be with any service that you provide. A customer is always going to look for the quality of the work. You might take a little bit longer, but once that customer gets that vehicle back, they will no longer complain about how long it took. And it might be a complaint, but you're going to always get their vehicle when they need something done, because they know that you're going to get it done with quality. And when you do their vehicle, whether it be a truck, car, SUV, RV, or whatever the case may be, you give it 100%. You don't half-ass do any type of work. You give it 100%. And I've been in business, the mobile aspect of it, I've been doing it since 2012. I haven't gotten on the radio. I haven't had any radio commercials or TV commercials or anything like that. My clientele base has grown because of word of mouth and the quality of work that I put in. And I've gotten to a point to where I need help, because I have more accounts, and I can't handle it on my own. So that forced me to get another vehicle, and then also get another helping hand. And then sometimes on the weekend, well, not sometimes, but most times, every weekend, my son comes and helps out on the weekend with the work that we have on the weekend. Plus, he does the fleet wash on Sundays that we do on Sundays. So I wanted to let you guys know and touch bases with you guys, as I sit here and knock out this particular F-150 today, 2018 F-150, that it's not always about how fast you can do the work. Yes, you wanna get out there and get it done, but you want to be complete and thorough in the work that you do. And mind you, when you first start doing this, your speed may not be where you want it to, but what improves that is how often you do it, time, and consistency. When you're doing something for a very long time and you stay consistent with what you're doing, your speed will improve, because then it becomes, second nature to you, and then you can just do it without thinking about it. But you gotta have, some type of plan or some type of checklist, so that way you can go down your checklist in your mind. And even if you have to put it on paper, write it out on paper when you first start out, until you memorize the steps that you need to do. When I do a full detail, this is what first thing I must do. When I'm doing just a regular wash and vac, these are the things that I must do. Have your list, and sometimes you may have to refer to that list until you can get consistent with how your methodology is. And then once you get consistent with your methodology, then that's when your time improves. Your time will never improve on a vehicle if you're always jumping, doing one thing first and then turning around the next week doing something else first. Make sure that the way you're doing it is efficient. If you have to change it up, then change it up. But stick with a certain methodology and then just work that methodology. Every now and again, you might have to change up how you're going to break down a particular vehicle. But as long as you stay consistent for the most part, how you're doing that vehicle, your time will improve. And so with that being said, when your time is improving, you're always going to have the quality work if you just follow that method. Just follow the method, your time will improve, but you're always aiming to have quality work. You know, you always want to have quality work. I have not done any type of radio advertisements or any type of commercials on the TV or anything. My clientele comes strictly by word of mouth, passing out cards. And for the most part, if I'm out here in the street and I do one car, if I go to a client and I do one, there's always going to be that chance where somebody's going to come up to you, hey, can you do my car too? Being seen. So those are some of the key things I want you guys to remember while I'm out here taking care of this customer's truck. They want a regular wash and vacuum, and they want me to take care of the front end because they go down the road a lot. They travel in this truck a lot. So when I say take care of the front end, like when I first did this truck, I washed it and I sealed the whole truck, you know, like with a wax sealant. And then I turn around, and the only thing I didn't seal was the front end here. I did not seal the front end. Instead, what I did to the front end is I put a ceramic coating on the whole front. I think starting from here on down. So I did the headlights and I did everything on the front end. Ceramic coated it. And it's holding up pretty well as far as with, you know, in Florida we have the love bugs here. So it's holding up pretty well. So now this time they're going down the road again. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean it real good. And then I'm gonna put the wax sealant on the front end. And then I'm gonna treat the windshield in the top area right there. So that's what we'll be doing on this vehicle today. But I just wanted to also make mention of that to you guys. Never get in a rush, because then what's gonna happen is your clients will start dropping off and you won't even know it. I mean, you'll know it once you see that they don't call you anymore, but you won't get a reason, any particular reason. No client is going to call you and tell you, hey man, I really don't like the way you do my car, so I'm just going to find somebody else. Not unless that is a forced issue, but 9 times out of 10, no client or customer is going to tell you that. They would just assume not deal with you anymore and find somebody else to replace you. So make sure that your work is quality work. You're doing good work. And when you do somebody's vehicle, put your all into it and treat it as if it was your vehicle. The way you want your vehicle is the way somebody else's want their vehicle. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Simple as that. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get this vehicle done. I'll let you see the end results. All right, what's going on, y'all? People's Choice Mobile, right back. All right, here's the finished product. Ford, I think it's 2018 Ford F-150. Like I said previously, the client wanted a good vacuum, wipe down on the inside, and then she wanted the front end. I've already ceramic coated it, the front, but she wanted like extra protection, so I put just wax over the top of the ceramic coating to give her that extra little protection when she go down the road from the bugs. And then I also treated the windshield, Rain-X treatment, cleaned it real good, and then put the Rain-X treatment on it. So here it is, guys, finished product, inside and out. Everything's vacuumed, 4-0 squared away, as we used to say in the military. She 4-0 and she squared away. Wheels glossed up. Remember, I only use a water-based tire dressing. I don't use tire dressing that's got petroleum distillates in it. Reason being is because the petroleum-based distillates and the tire dressing, over a period of time, you know, when exposed to the sun, will start damaging the sidewalls, dry rotting the sidewalls and cracking the rubber on the sidewalls. Same thing that happens when you put Armor All on the dashboard and that sun bakes it. It's not a good mix. So I generally stay away from the petroleum based tire dressing. Instead, I use water based. It lasts pretty good. Once you build up the coats in it, it lasts. And then a lot of times what you can do is, once you wash the vehicle, you can just actually come back with a sponge and then just wipe the tire dressing that's previously in there. Just give it a quick little touch up, and it won't have that kind of luster, but it'll be nice and dark. A lot of times customers don't want a real glossy tire, but then there are some that do. So here it is, guys, finished product. F-150. Getting ready to collect funds and then go to the next job. All right. People's Choice Mobile. Peace. Oh, and by the way, if you guys are not doing this, make sure you clean your gas caps. People look at that kind of stuff. Remember, as I said earlier, treat others as you would like to be treated. That's one of the things you want to do. All right, y'all. Peace.